So I'm having a chat with Shay O'Dowd. How are you?
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So we've been playing a new single of yours called "The Kid I Am." Tell us a bit about the single, first of all.
So, The Kid I Am is a song that I wrote to my younger self, basically. And I wrote it like 2 years back, so it's good to finally get out and see the response. And I've had a lot of lovely messages and people really resonating with the song, so it's all the feedback's been good, so I'm buzzing.
Yeah, nice. Is this the start of more new music to come for you then?
Yes, it is, mate. I'm actually working on an EP, so obviously The Kid I Am is the first single, so the next single will be following shortly, end of May time, just in time for my first headline show as well, which will be at King Tut's on the 23rd of May, which we've sold out as well. So again, I'm absolutely thrilled with that.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get onto that shortly, but I want to talk more about what we can expect on this EP. Is it going to be along the similar lines to the single, or is there kind of a bit of variety on that?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So, like naturally, like everyone, I'm a sucker for your heartfelt heartbreak anthems, and but with this first EP, I just kind of wanted to keep it. Um, I guess the EP is kind of just about myself growing up, friends, family, like the people around me, that sort of thing. And even stuff like for The Kid I Am, for example, we shot the cover art in my grand's old house, which was really nice. So yeah, this first EP feels quite like sentimental, and I purposely avoided going into like topics about relationship love and kept it more like love as I put in the terms of like my family and growing up in the world around me, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, nice. And when it comes to the writing side of things, how do the tracks normally start off?
Um, well, I usually write playing at the piano, so I would usually say that's my go-to. I sit at the piano, just have a play about. I've got like most songwriters, I've got the voice note app, so I just have like voice note recordings, and I come back to those voice notes when I do sit at the piano. And but yeah, usually when I'm writing songs, a lot of my favorite songs that I write are never written in like a day. They're like I write a verse like one day, and then 2 weeks later I've got a chorus. So with the Kid I Am specifically, I'd started the kind of little verse idea, and I took it up to a good friend of mine who I've worked on the EP with, Keir Gibson. He's a great producer. I took it up to his house in the Highlands in Scotland, and we finished off writing The Kid I Am together, and he produced it. So yeah, that's how that one came about.
Yeah, nice, nice. And you've mentioned about your show at King Tut's on May the 23rd. It is sold out. How's the set list coming along?
Oh, a really good question. I mean, I'm under a wee bit of pressure because with the last few years, I just spent purely writing. So naturally, as you would expect and imagine, there is quite a lot of songs.
Mm.
Um, Obviously, we know what songs are on the EP, but we're trying to like work like two EPs ahead, you know. So like this EP and then the next EP, and that kind of dictates what songs we play at King Tut's. But it's that kind of thing of like you want your set list to be like a roller coaster of
Mm.
like different tempos, different feels, different moods. So it is trying to, but yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll probably be playing about a 40-minute, 45-minute set. So just speaking with the band and with the MD and stuff like that, getting all the stems and stuff lined up as well. So yeah, we're getting there, but the rehearsals start the 12th of May. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can well imagine. And it is sold out. How does it feel to sell out the show?
Oh, amazingly, when my manager first brought the idea forward to me, he said, "Let's do King Tut's." I was like, "No," I was like, "No." He was like, "We'll try and sell it out," and I was being honest, like really nervous as you would be because I've not put out any music, so I was purely relying on people that had maybe taken an interest in what I was posting on online, friends, family, friends of friends, like that kind of stuff. But it seems to be that there's like a nice community. I mean, my friends have been great and my family have been great for, bringing people that they know along. So yeah, to get it sold out was a massive achievement, especially before we'd released any music.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And is this the start of more shows to come? Are you hoping to be doing more this year?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, fingers crossed, King Tut's goes well, but yeah, I would imagine I would like to do another headline towards the tail end of the year. I've had some messages being like, oh, I didn't get tickets and for this headline, and that's always good because that means you go, oh, maybe we could play another one after and go from there. But yeah, of course, I would definitely like to play another headline. Further down the line towards the tail end of the year.
Yeah, nice, nice. And as you're fairly new to this, the world of music, I'd like to find out how you got into this in the first place.
Oh, another great question. I mean, I don't even know where to start other than I've always kind of had like music and well kicking about. I mean, my mum and dad weren't musical or anything, but we always liked we'd drive to Ireland and listen to like James Blunt or Paul and Tini or Nora Jones at the time, and I always really took an interest to music. I was more of a football guy, to be honest. Played a lot of football and stuff like that. But going into like my teenage years, I started getting into songwriting. I went to like my first proper gig, which was a band called Picture This, and I went to see them. I absolutely loved them, and I was like, I want to do that. And I was singing a bit, and about like 14, 15, my football coach who always took an interest in my music and my songwriting, he sent me this course, and it was a Ryan Tedder course, the lead singer of One Republic, and he's a huge songwriter. And I'd done this course, and it was these like video lessons, and after that I just became obsessed with like writing songs, and like especially in the kind of pop genre. But yeah, so that really changed a lot for me. So once I kind of was leaving school, I decided, right, I want to go pursue music and try and do this.
Mm.
And I went to Riverside Music College, which is a really good music college in Glasgow. They guys were great. They gave you a lot of like first hand experience in studios and stuff like that. I met a lot of people. That's how I first got into like. I then met someone that I started recording music and get some studio experience, and then through that I started doing some sessions, like writing sessions, in and around Glasgow. And then once I met my managers, they started organising sessions for me down in London and all that kind of stuff. So over the last few years, about 3 years, 4 years, I've gained like a lot of experience writing songs, and but yeah, as you would imagine, like throughout that journey, you get impatient because you write like a good song and you're like, oh, I just want to put this out. And I reluctantly took the advice, and I'm so happy I did because now I'm in a much better place where there's a lot of songs to come, because you write one good song and people are like, class, but what else is next, so yeah, I'm definitely happy that I was patient with it, and I'm still learning and developing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you must have things that you want to achieve in your music career. But if you had to pick one thing that you want to do in your music career, what would that one thing be?
One thing I would want to do in my music career. Well, see, it's funny because I want to be an artist, but I also want to be a great songwriter. So I always think that I want to be part of. I want to be part of a global hit single in some way, shape, or form, whether it's myself or whether it's as a songwriter. As an artist point of view, I've been at a lot of gigs in the Barrowlands, and I would love to play the Barrowlands. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I mean, that venue is just so iconic. I mean, King Tut's is iconic, but on a bigger scale, yeah, the Barrowlands would be amazing.
Yeah, nice, nice. Shay, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.